Hi, I'm John McAuliffe, Chief Marketing Officer of VFM Leonardo, and welcome to VTV. VTV has been produced for hotel e-commerce, marketing, and sales professionals to provide insights, knowledge, and learnings from industry experts on how to extract more value from a hotel's presence on the internet. Each week, I will interview an industry expert on a single topic. We have discovered many of these topics from industry people like yourself and encourage you to let us know if there is a topic you would like us to cover on future episodes of VTV. You can email us at vtv@vfmleonardo.com and make your suggestion anytime. Welcome to today's episode. Our topic today is Search Goes Visual, and I am joined by David Attardi. David is the Director of E-commerce at BF Saul & Company. He manages all e-commerce activities for BF Saul's 18 hotel properties. David, thank you for joining us and welcome to VTV.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Today's topic, Search Goes Visual. We've all seen a number of statistics indicating the increased demand for visual and in particular video content online. We've also seen how Google is now incorporating video into their general search results. And of course, Microsoft has launched Bing, which uses visual results in search. In your opinion, why is visual content becoming increasingly important to a hotel's success in search?
Frankly, John, I think it's because that's what people want to see. I think search, and I think what these search engines and search companies are providing to the user is based on behavior. And, just since 2005, since YouTube was created, this huge surge of video content on the web, and not only that, but video viewing from users. I think Google and now Bing and Yahoo are just responding to what people want to see.
And when you talk about what people want to see, what is it about video that that people are gravitating towards?
Sure, I think it's just richer media. I think we kind of live in a video world now, whether it be people creating homemade videos and sending them around via links to YouTube and kind of establishing a little cult following or whatever. But I think video as a way for hoteliers to tell our own story is something that I think has been a long time coming, is going to be around for a while. I know that it's a delicate balance of engaging a viewer that's on your website or on a website watching a video of your property, engaging them in a way that they stay on and watch the whole thing. So you're kind of balancing video with people trying to watch it. And I know, sometimes you'll see these videos online. I saw a hotel video on a website the other day. I think it was like 6 minutes long, and I got through about 45 to 60 seconds of it. But, if you can tell a story, if you can craft a video and tell your story about your hotel in a way using high definition video and really rich media, highlighting your property through some of the still photography that you have, and giving it a really eloquent and slick look and feel. I think that's by far the best way to communicate your story and highlight your property to the guest. And, a lot of times there'll be photos out there and people can navigate through photo albums or whatever. But if you're looking through a video that has voiceover narration, perhaps you can tell them the story that you want as you want it told. And I think that's something that people just really respond to. You look at the amount of user-generated video uploaded on things like Facebook and YouTube. People get video. People are used to video, and I think hoteliers need to embrace it as a way to promote their hotels.
It sounds like there's a couple of things that you pointed out there. The first is the ability to inspire people through video and visual messages. But you also touched upon the fact that it brings a level of stickiness to your site, right. Which I find interesting. And also, in addition to that, the ability to control the experience that you actually provide to people. Can you elaborate on a couple of those?
Sure. we have, I'll just speak from our own experience with our company. Like, as you mentioned, we have 18 hotels, and about a year and a half ago, we committed to sort of launch video across our portfolio, and we wanted to transition from traditional virtual tours, things like that, into a much richer, more robust experience from a user perspective. And we launched video across all 18 hotels. Now, these hotels range from 90-room extended stay town place suites up to 400-room full service Crowne Plazas and Holiday Inns, and all of those have a very different story to tell. The big box full service hotels, their stories about meeting space and catering capabilities and on property outlets and their relationships with corporate clients in their markets. Where the extended stay story is much more about focusing on relocation and being a great hotel solution for long term. But regardless of the video, I can't really communicate that. We have the media, we have the photos to back it up, but we can't talk about those things over video, over top of music, like the way we can in a video. The still photos just won't get that done for us. So, it really allows us to engage the user and talk specifically about the value proposition of that particular hotel. And then it's just about getting those videos online in places where people will find them. But I think even arguably more importantly, where people are ready to find them. And I think that's several different places, including having them accessible from their natural homes of our hotel websites, but also in distribution across content networks, whether it be third-party internet sites or OTAs, such as Travelocity and Expedia, but all the way through YouTube, having these accessible and tagged on YouTube so that people can find them. And as you mentioned, video is populating a lot of search returns nowadays. So people are finding our videos directly from Google searches, and having them framed in the right way prepares, so to speak, a user to see the video, and if they're prepared for it, they're much more willing to watch the whole thing and stay on the site, and just adds to the stickiness of it.
Right. So. You were talking about one of the first things that really helped establish your video strategy, if you will, which is obviously impacting on your search strategy, is knowing and understanding that each one of your hotels had a different story, and being able to communicate that story through video. If I were a hotelier, what would be the top couple tips that you would provide to me that I could use to produce my video story and get that video story out into the internet, either through search or non-search vehicles?
A couple things. One would be just through our own experience, or my own experience in creating the videos. I would tell other hoteliers that are interested in putting together hotel videos to make them to be a little more farsighted about it. And I learned this through mistakes, through trial and error. But we produced video that was all high definition video, and it was all shot on a hotel in one day. And basically, that allowed us to tell very, very well the story of that hotel, but only on that day. A week later, if we had a complete room renovation and we upgraded from old tube TVs to flat panel TVs, now that video is almost obsolete. So we learned that it was very important for us to mix in video, because seeing live video and people talking on camera, or people walking and moving on camera, is important. But pick our spots when we do that, things that aren't necessarily going to change, and then supplement that with kind of panning over high resolution still photography, whether it be kind of zooming in and out or panning across or whatever. That way, when you do have renovations or you have new signage or whatever, you pop out that still photo, you pop the new one in that has your new decor or your new look, and that video is still good to go. And it doesn't, and then it's just a matter of redoing any necessary voiceover narration, which is probably the simplest part. So making them a little more modular, I think is something that I would recommend to hoteliers creating video. And then in terms of getting them out there so that people are finding them and are finding them in a context where they want to hear your story, I would make sure that I would kind of cover the blocking and tackling of making sure they're in all of the natural places, such as on your websites, your hotel websites that you control 100%, and then getting them in the hands of your team members out on the property and having them take ownership and posting those videos on their personal Facebook accounts or posting those videos on YouTube and kind of having them circulate virally, so that you're not only selling your hotel as a marketer, but you're engaging your team members out in the field, every line team members, management, all the way up through any corporate office that you have. And you're engaging them in a way that they can be your kind of field marketing staff. And then, that's one thing that actually I really value in our relationship with VFM, is because in a lot of ways, VFM allows us to get our video in the places where it matters most, such as, the online online travel agencies, the OTAs, Travelocity, Expedia, things like that, because they're on booking sites. I mean, they're at the point of purchase. Our users are at the point of purchase. And if there's a video there to help tell our story, that's fantastic. And I can't reach the breadth of channels and third-party sites that I can with the VFM network. So having some mechanism in place where it just reaches a lot of people that are ready to book, and those OTAs are a great example.
Great, thank you, David. It sounds like you're doing a great job of using your video content to actually not only inspire travel shoppers, but as you said, also inspire the people that work for BF Saul & Company and are the ones that are greeting guests at the hotels.
Right. Well, we're trying.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
We appreciate you joining us on VTV. To all the viewers that are out there, be sure to visit us at vtv.vfmleonardo.com and post your comments. Tune in next week for more from another industry expert.